All right, let's jump right in today. We're going deep into Lebanon's Bekaa Valley.
A place with a long history.
Yeah, one of the oldest winemaking regions in the world. They're still going strong there.
More than just surviving.
Right.
Yeah, thriving. Imagine a valley
Mm-hmm.
nestled between mountain ranges where you've got history and nature
Wow.
working together to make these incredible wines.
So cool. We've got a ton of research for this one.
Yeah?
Everything from ancient history to the grape varietals and all the modern challenges that they're facing there. We're going to really uncork some secrets.
Uncork the secrets, yeah?
And find out what makes a sip of Bekaa Valley wine
It's a,
so special. Liquid history.
I like that. Okay, so before we get too far,
Yeah.
when you hear the words ancient winemaking, what pops into your head?
You know, honestly, the first thing I think of is those,
What is it?
like the wine presses and jars. Like they found these things like way back to 7,000 BC.
No way.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that's so long ago.
That people were using those tools
Wow.
to make wine in that same area.
And it's still happening today.
Let's go going.
That blows my mind. You're holding a glass of wine.
Right.
And those grapes came from a lineage.
Yeah.
7,000 years.
That's a long time.
It's crazy. We can't talk about the Bekaa Valley without talking about the Phoenicians, right?
Absolutely. Those guys were amazing.
Master sailors, traders all over the Mediterranean.
Exactly.
They were spreading goods, but also, along the way, knowledge about viticulture,
Spreading the word.
like planting the seeds
Yeah.
for this winemaking tradition.
We're still seeing today.
That's still going strong today, yeah?
It wasn't just them, though, right? The Romans got in on it.
Oh, yeah.
Left their own mark.
Absolutely. You can see it in the ruins
Oh, really?
of their Roman villas.
Yeah.
They had, like, these elaborate wine presses and cellars.
Just kidding.
Yeah. So they really knew
They knew what was up.
what was up. Yeah, the potential of the region. They're like, we gotta invest in this.
It's good stuff.
Winemaking has been a part of this valley.
Since the beginning.
It's like built into it.
Woven right into the fabric of the place, yeah.
It hasn't been all sunshine and roses, though, right?
No, it's had its challenges.
Yeah, like wars and conflicts.
Yeah, definitely.
Disrupting life in the Bekaa Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously disrupting the wine industry as well.
It's true.
For sure.
But even under, like, Ottoman rule,
Okay.
when things were tough for wine production, there were people who kept it alive.
Wow.
Like, the monasteries, they played a big role. They preserved that knowledge
Oh, that's cool.
like guardians of this heritage
Yeah.
that wouldn't be put out.
That's amazing. So instead of dying out,
Yeah.
the tradition went underground
It found a way.
and kept going.
Exactly. It was passed down through families,
That's so cool.
even during those difficult times.
It's such a story of resilience.
Resilience, yeah. And
It makes me want to visit even more now.
it's a beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of resilience,
Okay.
let's talk terroir. That's the unique combo
Yeah.
of natural elements that gives Bekaa Valley wines their special character.
It's like their secret sauce.
It really is. So picture vineyards
Okay.
tucked into the mountains, 1,000 meters above sea level.
Whoa.
That high altitude, combined with the mountains,
Yeah.
creates this very specific climate.
Mountain vineyards, that's got to be a sight to see. What's it like cultivating grapes up there?
It is. Well, think steep slopes,
Oh, okay.
rocky soil.
Yeah.
And you've got a climate
Yeah.
that swings between hot days and cool nights.
That's quite a swing.
It is. Those conditions are tough on the vines,
I bet.
but they also help create the complex flavors
Makes sense.
that you find in Bekaa Valley wines.
So we're talking about these big temperature swings.
Yeah.
How does that actually affect the grapes?
Okay, so think of it this way. The hot sun during the day,
Okay.
it helps the grapes develop sugar,
Right.
and that translates into the alcohol in the wine. But those cool nights,
Yeah.
they're just as important.
Interesting.
They allow the grapes to hold on to their acidity,
Gotcha.
which gives the wine freshness, balance,
Right.
and that ability to age.
So you've got to have both.
Exactly. It's the interplay of heat and coolness
Wow.
that makes those Bekaa Valley wines so distinctive.
It's like this conductor
Mhm.
orchestrating all these elements to
Right.
get this perfect balance.
Right. And we can't forget the Mediterranean influence. You've got those cold, wet winters
Yeah.
that replenish the soil,
Right.
and then hot, dry summers
Right.
that ripen the grapes perfectly.
It's like it was meant to be.
It's this perfect mix of climate and geography
Yeah.
that makes the Bekaa Valley So unique.
You're making me want to book a flight right now.
You should. It's beautiful there.
It sounds incredible. But within the Bekaa Valley itself,
Mm-hmm.
you've got 3 different subregions.
That's right. North, central, and south.
And each one is different.
Each one has its own microclimate and soil composition. So that leads to even more variation
Oh, cool.
in the wines they produce.
So it's not just one Bekaa Valley wine.
Exactly.
You've got this whole spectrum of styles and flavors.
It's like exploring different neighborhoods.
I like that.
Each one unique, but they all share that common heritage.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the stars of the show, the grapes themselves.
Okay, let's do it.
Now, it's not just your usual Cabernet and Chardonnay.
No, not at all.
What's growing over there?
It's an exciting mix. You've got indigenous grapes
Okay.
and international varieties,
Cool.
all bringing something special.
I want to hear about these indigenous grapes. What are some of the standouts?
All right, well, one that comes to mind is Merwe.
Merlot.
It's a red grape. People think of it as like the heart
Oh, cool.
of Lebanese red wines.
Okay.
Imagine a wine that's bold,
Right?
full-bodied, with earthy notes,
Wow.
a hint of spice. It really shows the resilience
Understood.
of the land itself.
I love it. What about white indigenous grapes?
Oh, you've got to try Obide.
Obide.
It's known for its aroma.
Okay.
It's bursting with citrus, like lemon and grapefruit,
Oh, nice.
and then like these delicate floral notes.
Wow. So it's more than just a simple, refreshing white?
Oh, much more.
Okay.
It's got these layers
Yeah.
that unfold as you drink it.
I love it. Now, alongside those unique grapes, you said there are also some international varieties.
Right.
How do they express themselves differently
Ah, that's the cool part.
compared to other places?
Take Cabernet Sauvignon, for instance.
Okay.
Grown all over it, right?
Right, exactly.
But in the Bekaa Valley,
Yeah.
it's going to have its own personality
Okay.
compared to, say, Bordeaux or Napa.
So what's so special about Bekaa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon?
Well, it's got a vibrancy,
Okay.
this lively acidity, and then you get this unique mix of fruit and mineral.
Oh, wow.
It's all thanks to that terroir.
So even a familiar grape,
Yeah.
it takes on this whole other level
Totally.
complexity.
It's like the same grape singing a different song.
That's a great way to put it. The terroir is like a translator,
It really is.
revealing these hidden nuances.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Now, it's not just the land, it's the people, too.
Oh, the people are essential.
Winemakers are dedicated to this blend of tradition and innovation.
The balance.
Yeah. They've had to adapt their methods
Oh,
to this challenging environment, right?
For sure. So things like pruning,
Okay.
defoliation, those are key
Oh, I see.
to protect the vines from the
Yeah.
harsh sun,
Okay.
strong winds.
Yeah.
And a lot of winemakers still use those traditional trellising systems,
Oh, cool.
like espaliers and guillot.
I've heard of those.
Yeah, techniques passed down for generations.
Wow. So there's that respect for the old ways. But they're also open to new ideas.
You've got it.
Right.
There's a real movement towards sustainability and
Right.
biodynamic practices.
It's becoming more and more popular.
Absolutely.
It's great to see.
It shows this commitment to the environment and to letting that terroir
Right.
really shine through.
They're working with nature,
Totally.
not against it.
That's the key.
What about the actual winemaking process? Do we see that same blend of old and new?
Yeah, you'll find some winemakers still using clay amphora
Oh, wow.
for fermentation. It's a technique.
That's so old school.
Thousands of years old.
I've heard those amphora.
Yeah.
They can give the wine these really unique,
Yeah.
earthy mineral notes.
That's right.
It's like a taste of history.
It really is.
I love it. But then alongside those old methods, you get the modern stuff too.
Oh, yeah, you'll see stainless steel tanks,
Right.
pneumatic presses, selected yeasts.
So they're finding that sweet spot
The balance.
between honoring the past
Yes,
and embracing the future.
exactly. And all of that
Yeah.
leads to this amazing variety of wine styles.
It's incredible.
You got your robust reds,
Okay.
crisp whites, refreshing rosés, even sparkling wines.
Something for everyone.
There really is.
Sounds like the Bekaa Valley is a truly immersive experience.
It's a journey
A journey through time.
in terroir.
I love it. But we can't forget this incredible wine region.
Right.
It faces its own set of challenges.
It does. Which brings us to the question,
Okay.
what does the future hold
Yeah. What does it hold?
for the Bekaa Valley's wine industry?
In a world that's only getting more complex,
Good question.
that's what we'll be diving into
Can't wait.
in part 2.
All right. So we're talking about the future of this amazing region.
With all its history.
Yeah, and its amazing wines.
But they face challenges.
Oh, they do.
Like everywhere else.
Just like any wine region, yeah.
Our sources mention political instability.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it makes things really unpredictable.
Definitely. It affects investment and trade.
Makes it hard to plan.
Yeah, for sure. When things are so uncertain.
It's like they're trying to build something beautiful and lasting, but they're doing it in the middle of a storm.
Good analogy.
And then you've got water scarcity.
Another big issue.
The region is already semi-arid.
That's right. And then climate change.
It just adds to the pressure.
It does.
They got to be so careful with water.
Exactly. It's all about balance.
Yeah, making sure there's enough for the vine.
And enough for the future.
That's tough.
It is. But winemakers are stepping up.
How so?
They're adapting, using efficient irrigation.
Like what? What are they doing?
Things like drip irrigation.
Okay.
That delivers water right to the roots.
So there's no waste.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're exploring drought-resistant grape varieties.
So trying new types of grapes.
Yeah, ones that can thrive in drier conditions.
It's not just about making do.
Yeah.
It's about finding new solutions.
Right. Innovating.
Which is awesome.
It is. And it's not just environmental sustainability either.
What else is there?
Social responsibility.
Okay, tell me about that.
A lot of wineries, they're committed to their communities.
Oh, that's great.
Creating jobs.
Okay.
Providing training.
Right.
Investing in social programs.
So it's about more than just the wine.
It is.
It's about the whole picture.
Exactly. Building a sustainable industry
that benefits
everybody.
That's really cool.
It's a holistic approach.
I like it. But let's be honest. Sustainability only goes so far.
That's true.
They're up against wines from all over the world.
Yeah, it's a competitive market.
Consumers have so many choices.
They do. And Bekaa Valley wines.
Yeah.
They need to stand out.
They can't just rely on tradition.
Nope. They need to innovate.
Okay, so how are they doing that? How are they keeping up?
Well, they're researching new grape varieties.
Okay, interesting.
Ones that are better suited to the changing climate.
That's smart.
Right. And they're experimenting.
Oh, cool.
With winemaking techniques.
Trying new things.
Exactly. Even using advanced technology.
So it's a mix of old and new.
The best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's how they're moving forward.
That's how they're thriving.
It's inspiring.
It is. Turning challenges into opportunities.
And the world is starting to notice Bekaa Valley wines. They're getting recognition.
Yep, they're winning awards.
It's great to see.
It is. It's like they're reclaiming their spot.
Yeah.
On the global wine stage.
And with wine tourism growing, the Bekaa Valley, it's becoming a destination.
Oh, yeah. People want to experience it.
It's on my bucket list.
It should be. Just imagine wandering through those vineyards.
Surrounded by mountains.
Glass wine in hand.
It's just perfect.
It is. You can taste the history.
The terroir.
The passion of the people.
All in one sip.
It's amazing. It's more than just wine tasting.
It's a whole experience.
It is. A journey through time and culture.
And a testament to the legacy of the Bekaa Valley. Well, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
From those ancient roots.
Thousands of years.
All the way to the challenges
and innovations
that are shaping the future of winemaking there.
It's pretty remarkable the journey this region has been on.
From the Phoenicians planting those first vines to the winemakers today.
Who are finding ways to adapt and thrive.
It's an incredible story of resilience.
It really is.
Yeah.
You think about it, a single glass of Bekaa Valley wine.
Yeah.
It holds so much history.
Culture.
Resilience.
More than just a drink.
It really is.
Yeah.
It reflects the people.
And the land.
And the stories that connect them.
So, looking back at everything we've learned, what would you say is the most important takeaway?
You know, for me, it's the spirit of the people.
Yeah.
They've faced so many obstacles over the centuries.
Conflicts.
Climate change.
It hasn't been easy.
But they've never given up on their winemaking traditions.
They've found a way to persevere.
Adapted, innovated, even thrived.
That's what's so inspiring.
And you can taste that spirit in the wines.
It's like it's infused in every bottle.
When you take a sip, you're not just tasting grapes and terroir.
You're tasting their passion.
It's dedication.
The generations of winemakers.
Exactly. It's this connection to the land.
Yeah, this commitment to tradition.
It goes back thousands of years. It makes you wonder, what's next?
What does the future hold for the Bekaa Valley?
Right. We've talked about sustainability.
Innovation.
But there are always new challenges on the horizon.
What will they face next?
How will they adapt?
It's impossible to predict.
But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
The Bekaa Valley.
Yeah.
And its wines. They will continue to surprise us.
That's a great point. So For anyone listening,
Yeah.
if you haven't tried a Bekaa Valley wine yet,
You're missing out.
go find one.
Experience those unique flavors
Let each sip transport you
to this ancient land.
where history and nature intertwine.
Cheers to the Bekaa Valley
To its legacy.
and to its exciting future.
Cheers.